At this event, Meghan really looked ridiculous trying to nail her summer 2024 fashion look with loose linen outfits and vests. However, these efforts always seem to fail miserably, leaving her looking like a giant filthy sack and completely lowering her sense of taste. Welcome back to a new episode of our channel where everything is tense and filled with drama. Today, we're diving into the latest performance from Meghan Markle, who is once again making headlines, this time in the lavish Hamptons, with a dressing style that surprised more people than admired it. Meghan's appearance at the G9 Ventures Summer Conference sparked stories not only about fashion, but also about the deeper meaning behind it. Is this a calculated move to enhance her brand, or a sign that she has lost touch with reality? Get ready as we analyze the chaos, contradictions, and boldness of new money Meghan in her latest PR stunt.
How was Meghan Markle's image and personal brand affected by her appearance at the G9 Ventures event, especially as her fashion style and attitude in this context caused backlash? Mixed response from the public. Did her choice of outfit and the way she presented herself create any irony in the image she was trying to project, compared to the other successful women present at the event? Does her presence truly reflect a strong desire to seek recognition from big names in business and entertainment, or is it simply another attempt to create a personal brand?
It's funny. Meghan's image at the G9 Ventures event created an ironic picture of a woman with the fashion sense of an old lady. The fact that she appeared in less luxurious clothes not only showed a lack of respect for herself, but also showed her incompetence in preparing for important events. Meghan seems to live in a world where her self-image is distorted by illusions of perfection and beauty. She may believe she is tall and slim, but the reality is the opposite, with a modest height and a rectangular figure. This self-consciousness can lead her to choose inappropriate clothing, such as clothes that are too loose and long, in an attempt to create the image of a slim and elegant woman. Instead of accepting and celebrating her true body, Meghan may be stuck in unrealistic standards and expectations, making her fashion choices less effective. Looking in the mirror and seeing the image she desires instead of reality can create a vicious cycle. In particular, she constantly chooses clothes that do not suit her body shape, reducing her attractiveness and personal style. At this event, Meghan really looked ridiculous trying to nail her summer 2024 fashion look with loose linen outfits and vests. However, these efforts always seem to fail miserably, leaving her looking like a giant filthy sack and completely lowering her sense of taste. Instead of exuding elegance and sophistication, Meghan often brings a feeling of confusion and disharmony in her outfit coordination. If she really wants to improve her personal style, perhaps taking Princess Catherine as a fashion model would be a wise choice, because Catherine has always shown an elegant and approachable aesthetic, with her elegant outfits, clothes that fit well and are appropriate to the situation. Yet it is unrealistic to expect this to happen, as Meghan seems too stubborn and arrogant to accept that there are others who can do better than her in this area. She always attracts attention not only because of her reputation, but also because of her dressing style, and this often makes the public question her ability to choose clothes. This not only reflects a lack of sophistication in her choice, but also makes her the focus of satire. With such a significant investment in outfits, Meghan should have realized that tailoring and choosing well-fitting designs are important factors in expressing her personal style in the best way. If she really cares about her image and wants to affirm her status as a fashion icon, paying attention to small details such as the fit of her clothes is something that cannot be overlooked. This imperfect image not only affects her personal brand, but also diminishes the value of the messages she wants to convey about female confidence and power. This really devalues her personal brand, making people question whether she truly deserves the title Duchess of Sussex. This sarcasm comes not only from those who dislike her, but also from those who once supported her, showing that even those who once believed in her feel disappointed by this unworthy image.
Does Meghan Markle really have personal ambitions in developing the Arrow brand? Or is she just using the name and fame of others to attract attention for herself? Is her frequent appearance at major events with famous businessmen a way to increase the value of her personal image? Or is it just a ploy to build a reputation without a plan or strategy. What specifically? This makes people question the authenticity of her branding efforts, as many people feel she is freeloading on the success of others without contributing any real value. For the projects she participates in,
Meghan Markle seems to have built the Arrow brand not on a solid and creative foundation, but simply by taking advantage of the fame of other successful people to attract attention for herself. This makes people question her sincerity and true ambition in developing the brand. She seems to be claiming to be an entrepreneur without any specific plans or products to prove it. Not only does this lose brand value, but it also makes many people feel deceived when they realize that what she is doing is just a PR game to create an image without any seriousness.
In my opinion, this G9 Ventures event in the Hamptons is known as the center of the rich and successful. Many people wonder if Meghan was really invited to this event or if it was just a ploy to attract attention. Is appearing with big names like Jamie Kern-Lima and Sarah Blakely part of Meghan's plan to build her image in the business sector? Is there abuse of one's reputation to dominate the spotlight at an event that should belong to others? Ultimately, could Meghan's presence undermine the event's true value and overshadow the contributions of others?
Meghan, a woman many have called the modern-day Duchess, seems unaware that standing out does not always bring real value. When she appeared at G9 Ventures, there was a sense that she was trying to hang on to other successful people to boost her personal image without actually making any significant contributions to the event. In reality, Meghan's presence is merely a media ploy, intended to burnish her reputation while overshadowing other notable faces in the investment industry. After all, what is the obvious truth if not an entity trying to build a reputation by leveraging relationships with wealthy people without corresponding achievements? What's worth noting here is how Meghan showed up without a name tag, which not only showed arrogance, but also showed a lack of respect for the organization and others attending the event. While other big names like Reese Witherspoon were present and respected the event's rules, Meghan's choice not to do so may indicate that she feels superior to them all. Not only is this a piece of the puzzle that shows her cocky personality, but it also detracts from the effort the event is trying to make. At other events, such as Prince Charles's outdoor party or polo matches, it can be seen as an expression of arrogance and complacency. She seems to believe that she is prominent and familiar enough that she does not need to introduce herself through a name tag, which not only shows confidence, but can also be seen as a way of showing her status. She belongs to high society. This action can cause discomfort among other attendees, who may feel they are not valued or appreciated. It suggests that Meghan may tend to value attention and personal image more than respect for those around her, which not only affects the way she is perceived, but also creates distance between herself and others during social events. This arrogance, combined with trying to maintain an image of a powerful woman, may highlight the contradictions in the way Meghan tries to shape her personal brand. Meghan's fanfare at an event designed to support women and startups was disappointing. Instead of celebrating the successes and achievements of others, Meghan only highlighted herself, making all eyes on her. Not only is this annoying to other attendees, but it also detracts from an event that should be focused on collaboration and mutual support.
Very good analysis. I really like your opinion. Meghan has always been someone who benefits herself. She has created a strong influence on the events she participated in, causing the media and audience's attention to mainly focus on herself. This could make other attendees feel like they're just a backdrop in the larger story about Meghan, rather than the main characters in their own event. Her focus on enhancing her personal image without respecting the contributions of others can create feelings of discomfort and sarcasm. Devaluing the event and making others feel uncomfortable is recognized. Ultimately, Meghan's appearance could overshadow the achievements and stories of the other participants, creating a space in which sharing and mutual celebration are overlooked.
Meghan's presence at events often leads to others around her being overshadowed and becoming shadows in her own story. This not only created dissatisfaction among other participants, but also took away the value of the event in which she participated. People who worked hard to share their ideas and products were deprived of the opportunity to shine because the spotlight was only on Meghan. Her complacency not only affected her personal image, but also hurt her relationships with her colleagues. I just wonder if Meghan is wisely positioning herself at the gathering to her best advantage. She doesn't simply hang out with millionaires. She puts herself in the arms of billionaires. This is not a coincidence, but a clear strategy. With careful calculation, Meghan seems to be taking advantage of every opportunity to advance her status and expand her influence in the upper class. Her cunning make me want to vomit. She's so disgusting. But it's not completely new to us. It's not really a big reveal that Meghan needs to connect with influencers. We all know that Meghan is desperate to get funding for ARO or any of her projects. Meghan is an unknown person who needs to surround herself with some people to make herself relevant. Meghan always looks for beneficial relationships and does not hesitate to take advantage of them to achieve personal goals. Her efforts to connect with influential and financially powerful people are nothing new or surprising. The fact that Meghan needs to surround herself with influential people to maintain her popularity and obtain funding for her projects is a given. She doesn't have a solid foundation or outstanding talent, so leveraging her connections is the only way for her to maintain her presence. This also explains why Meghan always appears at big events and associates with rich and powerful people.
Why are people like Jamie Kern-Lima so susceptible to Meghan Markle's influence? And what does this say about the way Meghan builds relationships in today's business environment? Does Meghan's appeal come from her personal brand, or is she simply taking advantage of her name to attract attention? Many may feel they are just a backdrop to Meghan's larger story, which could erode the trust and support of those around them.
Meghan has always approached these relationships somewhat deceptively and pragmatically. Following influential figures not only shows a lack of confidence in her personal abilities, but also shows that she is trying to build a personal image through others without actually there being a deep or sincere interaction. She seems very confident in her appearance. She's not afraid to appear with famous and successful people like Jamie Kern-Lima, founder of IT Cosmetics and resident of Montecito. Jamie owns a private jet and doesn't hesitate to take Meghan with him on luxury flights. We can clearly see the exploitation of relationships with the rich and famous to enhance their image. Regarding the times she took advantage of Meghan's private plane, I made a video with a pretty in-depth analysis. If you have any questions, please look it up. Meghan's confidence in mingling with the upper class and taking advantage of these relationships can be seen as part of her strategy to maintain popularity and attract attention. It's hard not to doubt the authenticity of the way Meghan constructs her image. She seems to be very good at creating a sparkling and attractive appearance. But is there anything more than a scam inside? Flying with Jamie Kern-Lima not only shows her association with the elite, but also raises questions about Meghan's true motives. Is she really interested in building a genuine relationship? Or is it all just part of a larger plan to maintain her popularity and influence? Jamie Kern-Lima and others may be victims of this calculation, and they will likely realize that Meghan is not a trustworthy companion, but merely someone looking for profit, useful for yourself. This highlights a serious aspect of Meghan's personality. She is simply a schemer in the world, as she does not hesitate to take advantage of others to serve her own purposes. Meghan cannot build relationships of real value and always needs to depend on the reputation of others. Meghan Markle appears to be setting her sights on her next target, a certain billionaire hanging out in the Hamptons. Her persistence and cunning in using these lavish social events to seek profitable relationships is truly suspicious. This behavior is reminiscent of how Huma Abedin met Alex Soros at a similar party in the Hamptons. But at least Abedin has his own achievements and reputation. Meghan, on the other hand, seems to be merely an opportunist, always trying to hang on to influential people to make a name for herself without actually making any significant contributions. Her presence at these luxurious gatherings was intended not only to maintain her popularity, but also to seek new financial and social opportunities, further consolidating her personal power and influence without ever care about the true value or sincerity of those relationships.
Meghan Markle can be seen as a symbol of the lies in modern society when she continuously participates in social campaigns, but does not show real commitment through her actions. The contrast between Meghan's words and actions raises many doubts about the sincerity of her efforts, making her a typical example of the phenomenon of performative activism. That is, social activism. The festival is for performance purposes only. Instead of actually creating positive change, clinging to social movements only serve to enhance her personal image and brand, while devaluing the issues she advocated for.
Household.
This greatly affects the reputation of the social movements that Meghan participates in. Do you think she should just hide in the house with her selfishness?
Sure. Meghan has become a symbol of falsehood as she constantly engages in social campaigns, but takes no actual actions to back up her claims. Her words about diversity and equity only highlight the contradiction between what she says and what she actually does. Her use of social issues as a guise to build a positive image for herself, without real commitment, only makes the public feel disappointed and dissatisfied. Not only did this hurt the movements she supported, but it also made people suspicious of her true motives, that she just wanted attention without sincerity. Meghan Markle's arrogance can be seen as a cover for her deep inner insecurity. She is so insecure about herself that she relies on the recognition, attention, and admiration of others to feel valuable. It's pitiful when a person has to seek acceptance from outside instead of being confident in themselves. Refusing to wear a name tag at events not only shows arrogance, but is also a clear expression of insecurity. She feared that without the title of Princess of Sussex, wife of Prince Harry, people would not know who she was, and this would make her feel extremely self-conscious. It's funny, but this is completely true. She's a nobody, and people will always want to bring her down because she's so annoying.
So we have come a long way in analyzing Meghan Markle's image and strategy at the G9 Ventures event. Although there are conflicting opinions about her style and behavior, there is no denying that Meghan always knows how to attract attention, whether positive or negative. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts. Please press the like button and subscribe to the channel to not miss other interesting analyses. See you in the next videos where the drama never stops. Thank you everyone for following. Don't forget to press the notification bell to receive notifications every time we post a new video. Have a nice day and see you in the next videos. Goodbye!